Okay, we on our international section here and everything, and that we're gonna be talking about things outside this country. Man, T, there's so much stuff going on out there. I don't know what to say, man. And the thing is that out there, outside these borders and stuff, man, it is affecting us right here in this daggone country. But I don't know what we got to do, man. I know that our president and secretary of state and everything, they all outside there dealing with things that's going on outside the country and everything. And what they doing, man, is it's I don't see how they think that what they doing is relevant because they looking weak. You know, we look so daggone weak out there, man, in the international stage and stuff. We done lost our number one ranking and stuff out there big time, and we can't even get the people and stuff here, the our administration and stuff and everything to understand everything that these people are laughing at you guys. They're laughing at us and everything, and you got people and stuff outside this country and stuff. They looking at us and everything and saying to themselves and stuff, what the hell is going on there inside their country? What the hell is wrong with them people? They elected a dummy and they haven't done anything to at least prop him up or do something. And tell you, he gonna be gone in what, about 2 more years? He's gonna be gone if he isn't gone sooner. How are we gonna recover from all this? I don't know.
Well, I beg the difference. We have a lot of smart people that's out there talking, giving speeches. We have a lot of politicians that's keeping those doors open, talking to people around the world. And we have a lot of NGOs that's doing the same thing. Those people have a relationship that is strong. Now, you're right. The politicians that we have, administration, that's they have their own agenda. However, at the same time, those people that are progressive, that are liberal, and I'm using these terms, but those people that are for democracy is standing strong. They understand that we have a crooked Supreme Court. They understand that they have a crooked senators, or I shouldn't say crooked, I should say uh, puppeteers in Congress, Republicans, and Senate. The question that I have, and this is where I think that's going to be really sort of how do you bring in a person that knows the government like a Joe Biden to fix and replace these sycophants that they've hired that's in position now? Where Joe Biden made his mistake, he should have been firing anybody that was left over from the Trump administration. But he was trying to be diplomatic. So I don't know. We need a person that is statesmanlike, but at the same time ruthless. And I don't know who that is right now. I'm the more and more I'm looking at, and I don't know if he's the right person. But I'm looking at Newsom.
Hmm.
He's an attractive man. He's smart. He's a liberal, progressive. Um, he has all kind of different ideas. I don't agree with all the things that he's talking about and things that he wants to do, but I think that he would generate respect if he carried himself in such a way that that's just my opinion. And I think that leadership is very important, and the people that he put in office is important that he put around him. I don't know exactly who he would choose, different people. I look at his his surroundings now, so we'll see. I don't know, but
I'm
that's my
I'm
choice.
yeah, I'm sitting here thinking here what you just said here, and I'm looking at the makeup of our political leaders and stuff right now there who are in Congress who are they are coalescing around this man, and they are coming on to these media stations and stuff, and they're saying to the American people and stuff and everything that he is the greatest person in the world, and we know that he is not. So when you're having so many of these folks and stuff and everything from the other side, or you got Democrats and stuff and everything who were just sitting back and everything and allowing this crap to happen and not opening their mouth and saying anything, how do you trust them when that man is gone? He's not no longer in power. That their ideas and stuff and everything and how they looked at this guy and said that he was the best that we could have. And we're knowing damn well he was not the best that we could have. How do we trust these people and stuff to go out there? How do the people outside this country trust them when they walk out there and you going out there on the national stage and stuff? You looking at Marco Rubio and J.D. Vance and all of them who are out there, and they sit down there and they kowtow to this man, and they allowed him to do what the heck he was doing without opening their mouth and saying anything that this is not right or trying to stop him from doing anything. How do you trust them to go out there when they already done said, well, this man is the greatest thing in the world. We got to trust him. Anything he does is all great. And now all of a sudden he's gone and stuff. And we looking at these people and stuff and said, your judgment and stuff can't be very good and stuff. If you thought that this man was okay, so how can we trust you to be out there on the international stage and stuff and everything and say, okay, this is how we're gonna do things when you thought that what he did that was all screwed up was okay. Doesn't bode well for their judgment, especially Rubio. I looked at him and stuff, and I know damn well he knows that what they're going on there is wrong. That what Trump is doing is wrong, and he knows it. But he won't open his mouth and say anything. He just kowtow to daggone Donald Trump. Sometimes you need to open your daggone mouth and say, hey man, this stuff is wrong. Sometimes people will respect you when you tell them the daggone truth, and they are not doing it. I
I
don't
look at
know.
Rubio. I look at Rubio as a opportunist.
Yeah, he is. He's trying to be, but you still need to open your. He knows what that man is doing. Ted, I know that. I'm looking at him, and I know damn well he knows what that man is saying is wrong. He knows that what he is telling the daggone public out there is wrong. That this man is wrong for what he is doing. Sometimes, like I said, you need to open your mouth and say, "Wait a minute, hold it. I can't go out here and and keep your daggone your ideals and stuff together and tell people these damn lies and stuff and everything with a straight face. I can't do
Well,
that. There's
you
got
heard
to be
of
some integrity.
Ed. You know how the Catholic system works. The Catholic system is, Father, I have sinned, and you make your confession. And he's a devout Catholic. So I'm assuming, and I'm just assuming, that he's going to confession a lot.
Hmm.
I don't know if you remember some years ago, when he was a senator, I used to always make a statement about him. And I used to follow him on Twitter when I had Twitter. I shut it down. But he, the only thing that he put on his Twitter was Bible verses. That was it. Very seldom he made any kind of statement about anything. So that tells me that he is a very spiritual man. At least he tries to be or attempt to be a very spiritual man. So I don't know exactly, like I say, he's an opportunist and he might be coming to confession and has a counselor to sort of kind of help him get through this part of his life. That's just my opinion because I can't see, because he might be confessing to a priest, but you got to confess to God because a lie is a lie. So I don't know. I can't judge the man. I can't. All I'm saying is you just stated it. How can you do that? And that tells me that you have a extreme character flaw. And you can
But
say, well, if it's not me, it's going to be somebody else.
but if what you were saying is true, then he's going to have to come forth and do an act of contrition and ask for forgiveness for doing what the heck he did and say, hey, I followed the wrong man. I was wrong for following him.
Well, he's
And not
confessed already. He's
when.
confessing all the time. He going to confession all the time, bro.
Yeah, but he's not telling the public. He's telling the priest. The priest ain't gonna come out and say anything about what he done said and
No,
the
no,
confessional.
that's confidential.
Yeah,
But like you said, he's not squaring up with the public.
right. He needs to square up with the public because with the priest knowing his and his God and stuff, that's fine. But still, you need to. He has to come to the public and everything and ask for forgiveness or something and everything, and they're gonna have to believe him when he says that. and
Well, I
and
wouldn't
find
trust him.
and
I
find out
wouldn't
what.
trust him if he was driving and he saw me coming across the street and he's supposed to stop. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that, but
I
I
wouldn't
don't.
cross him for me going across the street because anytime a person, if a person is evil, bad, does things that's hurting millions of people deliberately, no sympathy, no empathy, and you see it every day, how can you work for somebody like that? How can you sit there and buoy him up like he's the greatest thing since sliced bread?
Yep, it's going to be a hard thing for all those politicians out there, Ted. And there's a whole lot of them who did that, who are carrying that man water bucket. They are carrying his bucket out there for him, knowing that what they're saying to the American people is wrong. Telling people and stuff, it's okay if you're hungry. Telling people it's okay if you don't have health insurance coverage. It's okay if you're paying $5 a gallon for gas. How do you turn around there and tell people I was wrong? I was leading you guys wrong. This man led me wrong. That lets me know you was a weak as teeth. If you did that, I don't. I couldn't trust them to be my leader or my politician
He's
and
talking
stuff
about
out there
running for
who,
president.
huh?
He's talking about running for president.
I know they are. There's a bunch of them talking about running for president after Trump gone. There's a whole lot of them. And like I said again, it's going to be very, very hard for all of them to come forth and everything and say that we did something wrong. We destroyed this country. We done put this country in so much debt and everything now that there is no way we're going to be able to get out. And then they're going to have to turn around and tell all them billionaires who put money in their pockets and stuff and everything that we got to take this money back that we done gave you because there is no way that they're going to even think about putting a dent in that national debt without getting some of those tax breaks and stuff back that they gave to those corporations and those billionaires. No way you're gonna be able to do it. Got to go out there and tell them, say, hey man, all that stuff we gave you, we're gonna have to take that stuff back. And you know them billionaires are not gonna allow it to happen. They got enough money in their pocket to stop them. It's a horrible thing. But anyway, getting back to what's going on and stuff out there on the international portion and stuff and everything, I'm seeing us sitting out there dangling and stuff out there, kid, on a stick and everything, and ain't nobody out there but us. And when you hear some of our administration folks out there saying, well, the other countries should be following us. They should be doing this. They should be doing this. And those countries are not doing anything at all. They have turned their backs on us. How do we
On this
get
one,
them? How do
on
we
this
get
one,
them?
they turned
Pardon?
their backs on this one.
Right.
They,
Well,
they
they
haven't
can.
turned their back on us totally.
Well, it's hard not to keep. It's hard not to keep your back and stuff turned on the people too because they're the ones that put him in power. They're the ones who voted for him, put him there. Even though now we're looking at the um, all of these polls and stuff that they're throwing out there, and he is so deep in the daggone red, it's a crying shame thing, and he will never be able to dig himself out of where he's at now. And even the MAGA folks and stuff and everything you see now, they're turning on him and stuff big time. So he
Did you see that rally that Puerto Rico had?
no,
They showed a rally, minus touch, showed a rally, something like 45,000 people in Texas
mm-hmm,
saying, lock him up.
hmm. He's got to get more than 45,000.
No, this is about 45,000, 4 to 5,000 people. What I'm saying is that the sentiment is there. What I mean is when you got 4 or 5,000 people yelling that, and then it's a spillover because there are more people that's thinking the same thing because the fact they are he sat there and had his people get rid of one of their favorite senators. Now they got this guy who's got all kind of problems, and Texas is upset. They're mad.
But if you look at what's going on out there in the news media and stuff and everything, they have people out there, Ted, who are digging up dirt on this boy, big time. Tellerico, some of the words that he was saying and stuff 10, 15 years ago that he didn't think was going to come back to haunt him. They're bringing
Oh,
that stuff
really? I
back.
haven't heard that yet. I
Oh
haven't
yeah,
seen
man, they reach back, man. They bringing out some stuff now and everything. They pulling stuff, man, out of the that he done said and stuff 15, 20 years ago and stuff and everything. So this man
Well, he was
philosophy.
18 years old then?
No, he was older than that. He was older than that now. But he was just some of his philosophy that he was saying and stuff. And they're telling people they putting this stuff out there. They saying and they ain't done. They said they got more stuff out there on him, on that boy. They digging him up, man. They digging him up right now. They digging him up, making him look damn near as bad as their representative is. And
Really?
you see, yo, man, yeah, they put some stuff upon him. And you see that right after he won that primary, that runoff against John, that he got real quiet. I mean, he acted like he was contrite. He acted like he was not a criminal. He acted like he hadn't done anything wrong and everything. He was very soft spoken and everything. So he's setting him up. And Tallarico ain't got enough damn money and stuff in his coffers and stuff to reach back and stuff and pull out any major dirt on him to make him look bad and stuff out the news media. But they putting stuff out there not in news media, but it made and they pulled something up, man. I looked at that stuff. I said, man, I hope he didn't say that.
Heck, I could go check him out then.
They check him out. They ready, man. They going at him now. By the
I
time
know they
November get
calling him.
by the time November gets
They
here and
calling
stuff,
him
they go.
trans. Talking about he want to be a woman.
I mean, they brought some of his ideas and philosophies and stuff up to it. Man, I just, ooh, man, ooh. I said, no, not Tallarico. He didn't say that. But they throwing it out there. They digging that dirt up on that boy. They digging up dirt on him, and I know they're gonna find some people out there and everything, and he done something and everything back in his younger years that they're gonna bring up and everything and make him look real bad. So
Mm.
I can hear the Democrats out there talking about, yep, they ready to vote for it, they ready to vote for us, but these people got money out there, man, and that money it will run over the top of you. You got enough of it. And I know them Texans down there, they got a lot of money. So
Well,
anyway, we done gone back to the national stage, man. We ain't got out there in the national.
I want to, the thing that I was thinking about, while you was talking, I was thinking about the Caribbean islands. I was thinking about the continent of Africa. I was thinking about Sudan and Dubai. All of those places have been ravished,
Mm-hmm.
and I can name a few others. However, and I'm grateful, Ed. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I feel, uh, you know, we have people right now. Even though we have this administration, we got people in this country that love people in this country, and they're protecting us the best they can. Although everything is coming at us in different ways, and I look at how no one's taking this Ebola thing very seriously,
Oh man. Ooh.
you know, and that no one's, we don't have a CDC or anybody that's looking for trying to get some type of vaccine. These medical doctors who are majority of them are black, and they're doing everything they can to curtail the suffering. But the thing is, if you don't have any kind of vaccine that can come and combat this particular disease, because I find it very strange, it comes and goes. What is that about? What is it that brings that particular thing back? And maybe it's always been there, but it hasn't spread it as much. So it's something that something is something, and we don't know. I don't know what is going on. I always say this, and I'm not saying that this happened, but a lot of times, man, people. No, I better not say that because it would it's not a nice thing to say, but I just really believe that there are people that's out there that's doing all kind of crazy things with animals, and, I really believe that, bro. And that's all over the country, all over the world,
Yep, they are.
and
You are absolutely
people
right.
are
They are.
doing things, and they have so much freedom. They have all kinds of sex things going on, pornography, and people look at this stuff. You have so many sex addicts,
Yep, they there.
and these people they go to the extreme, and those things causes diseases.
Yep.
I mean, we already know we had the HIV thing that still haven't died out, although they got some type of vaccine or pill that they take. But the point is, you know, when you have these types of people that have no sense of discipline or refrain, can't refrain themselves from certain things. I mean, addiction is addiction. Whether it's sex, alcohol, drugs, stealing, whatever. Addiction is addiction. But there are things now that's out there now that draws people in, even though they might not have an addiction, but they can abuse it to a certain degree. So I think that, to me, I think that's what's going on. A lot of people got too much time on their hands, and they don't realize, you can't be having sex with dogs, and you can't be having sex with monkeys, and you can't be having sex with goats and sheep and shit. These people are just out there that's just doing crazy stuff, and it's causing diseases. Then they go off and they have sex with a woman. You know, it's crazy. They have no discipline. People don't have any discipline. I love sex just like everybody else. But the point is that you have to have discipline about yourself, and these people don't have no restraints. I guess that's the reason why people turn to religion. But then you have people in religious field, they even go off on deep end. So this is what causes a lot of diseases, because people don't do it the way it should do. A man and a woman. Now, if you want to have sex with other women, women want to have sex, that's their business. But it's consequences. It's consequences. That's what causes diseases.
Hmm.
It does. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's just not, it's what they say is not natural. Well, I don't have a better term for that, but I'm sure there's a term for it. But it's not, because, you don't see a gorilla having sex with a giraffe, do you?
Mm-mm.
I'm just saying. So, and the thing is, that's the thing, that when a person is, in my opinion, you know, people just like to go to the extreme, man. Just like they go to the extreme in drugs. People like to go to the extreme. And when you do not have that discipline to not go to the extreme, 9 times out of 10, that's the reason why the Bible tells us do everything in moderation.
Mm-hmm.
So, to each his own, though. But like I said, that's a dangerous situation that can spread. It's already killed hundreds, thousands of people already.
I truly believe and stuff that Kennedy and stuff, he's not going to have very much of a choice than to start doing something about bringing some of those people back that they had let go, or the people that they talking about letting go and stuff and everything, bring them, uh, reinstate them so they can start dealing with this Ebola stuff. Because I know he's not a very, he doesn't seem like to be a very, very smart person, but I don't think he's an absolute dummy. And he realizes and stuff and everything that there's some value in the CDC and stuff, especially now since they've already gotten people who have came into this country and stuff with the Ebola virus. and they're trying to quarantine them and stuff now out there in some place in Nebraska or someplace. They got some
Well, you know
facility out there.
that other disease that they claim is from droppings and what have you from rats
You talking about the
on the
Hunter
boat.
virus? The Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got these things that's happening, and to me, a lot of people are not taking this thing very seriously.
Well, the
That's
people
just
in the health industry are. The people who are in the health industry, they're taking it very, very seriously because if you go to any of these places now, you go to the hospitals or whatever and stuff, a lot of those folks who are walking around there have masks on and they're masking up and everything because they know that it is unhealthy and stuff inside these hospital environments, that they are not doing enough and everything to kill off some of this bacterial stuff that could be infecting people. And you know, hospitals and stuff are breeding ground and everything for viruses and stuff like that. So
anyway.
yeah, they're breeding ground for it because there's so much sickness and stuff going on there. So I believe that they're going to be. He's going to probably. They probably won't bring the CDC back up to full strength and everything, but I think he's going to stop that whatever they did and stuff
They
to
got
the
to do something
Center for Disease.
internationally. I
Yeah,
mean, they
yeah.
got you can say what you want to say, people, about President Obama, but that dude stayed on top of a lot of that stuff. He was on top of it.
Center for Disease and Control. Anyway, brother, what's your last word?
Well, my last word is I'm grateful. I'm grateful, bro. I mean, yeah, gas is high, food is high, mortgages and rents are high, but I'm grateful, bro. We still here. I'm grateful. I'm serious, man. I'm grateful, man. I'm so thankful and grateful because the fact is that here we are, Ed, up in age, elderly people, and I'm looking at all the history that we have lived through. We are walking history. A lot of the stuff we went through ourselves. And we're saying, in a negative point, in reality, things have almost reversed itself. But these young people, they are on top of it. They know, they see. They're looking at their history. They're looking at what's going on. Now you got some of these people that's dumb as a rock, don't understand what the civil rights was about and all of that. But there are people out there, man, that are speaking out. They're talking about it. People are writing about it. People are constantly reminding these people of what our liberation was about. So I'm positive, man. I think that we got a lot of smart people that's out there, man. And I appreciate all of them. They speaking on it. They talking about it. They're writing about it. The question is, can you rally? Can you rally these people to vote?
Well, I want to caution these folks out there who are trying to bury these Republicans and stuff and everything. Them people ain't dead yet. They haven't stayed in power all these many years and stuff, and and outsmarted a whole bunch of daggone polls and all those stuff and everything, and did what they had to do. You need to make the Democrats out there who think that they got a cakewalk into the House or they got a cakewalk into the Senate. You better turn around there, brother, and look behind you, and look around you, and look up and down and all over the place and stuff and everything, and keep a visual and stuff on them people because I'd almost bet that they got something and stuff and everything that they're going to do. They're not going to give up that power without a fight. So I'm telling you
And
guys and
without
stuff.
cheating too.
Yeah, you got to beware and stuff and everything and what they might do and the tricks that they might be able to pull on us. And I'm pretty sure that there are some people and stuff in these elections and stuff and everything when they successfully and stuff put a null and void and stuff on almost 100 and some thousand voters and stuff in one county there in Texas, and they got away with it. I wouldn't put past them. I wouldn't put nothing past them. You better look out. Don't we are just and don't believe that Kool-Aid. Them people sitting down and they feeding into that daggone Kool-Aid. Oh yeah, the Democrats they got a
Woo!
10% chance.
Oh yes, that's all they
Yeah, they
doing.
eating that, they drinking that Kool-Aid, man.
Don't
You leave
drink
that
that
Kool-Aid
Kool-Aid.
alone. Better leave that Kool-Aid alone and stuff and act like it's a dead heat. I'm telling you, because they will do something to you. So just be aware and stuff. This thing ain't no daggone cakewalk into the house. And if you believe it is, then I'm gonna sell you the Brooklyn Bridge. Okay, people. So anyway, and hopefully, folks and stuff, we can get this daggone streets of Hormuz open up, and somebody within their right damn mind and stuff and everything will tell Trump and stuff, man, leave that shit alone, get the hell out of that daggone Middle East over there, and let that daggone oil and stuff come back over here. Because if we don't, I believe that that these other countries and stuff outside of the United States, they are going to turn on us, and we're going to be in big trouble. We're going to, instead of fighting Iran, we're going to be fighting a lot more of those foreigners. We're going to be fighting them European Union people. We're going to be fighting Canada. We're going to be fighting Australia, South Korea, Japan, and all of them. They're going to be fighting us because we need to get that thing open. So look out, people. Trump, get your ass out of there and let that oil come through. That's all I got to say. Bye bye, people. Be in good spirits and good health. Like we said, we can make it through this stuff and everything because if we can take pig feet and chicken feet and the brains of a hog and stuff and everything and make a meal out of it and stuff, we can do any damn thing. I'll talk to you later, people. Bye bye.